Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. This is Manifestation 101, Designing Your Life and Career. All right. So I want to introduce all of us, our company first. We are Ama La Vida, a career leadership, life, and health coaching company. Ama La Vida means love life, and that's exactly what we want our clients to feel after working with us. In case you're new to coaching and you're not sure what coaching is, I just want to quickly explain that coaching is not therapy, mentoring, consulting, or teaching. Although I know sometimes coaching feels like all of it. Coaching really guides you to find your own solutions and achieve your goals or the best version of yourself. And so that's what coaching is about. And our company is headquartered in Chicago, founded by two female founders, Nicole Wood in the red and Forum Shed. She's in the flowery shirt and dress. So they both came from consulting. They worked in the corporate world until they both experienced coaching and decided to pursue a coaching business that could change people's lives for the better. So now I want to introduce myself. I am Peggy Wu. I'm a certified coach. I do life and career coaching exclusively through Ama La Vida. I help my clients gain clarity and confidence in their life and career. I was in the corporate world for a long time, and I decided to pursue a life that I will be passionate about. I'm also a registered yoga teacher, teaching mostly corporate classes. I'm just really grateful to be where I am and to do what I love every day. So I wish I can help everyone do the same. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So now I'm going to pass it on to Kristin.
Hi, I'm Kristin. I'm also a certified life and career coach here at Ama La Vida. This topic today is very dear to me, and I'm very excited for us to talk about it. I currently live abroad and travel and have pursued a remote work lifestyle, and I attribute a lot of this lifestyle to manifestation and these practices in order to kind of make my personal dreams a reality. And I love to support clients in doing the same because we are all capable of creating the reality we want, and that is the most fulfilling for us. So very excited to talk about this topic today, to share some strategies with you all. So kind of just, I saw some people were already sharing in the chat where you're from. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat, share where you're from. We really want to make this interactive and make sure that we all get to know each other. So go ahead and continue to do that. We will, go ahead, Peggy.
Sure. Kristin, I was going to say, tell everybody where you are at right now.
Yes. So I'm currently in Mexico City, living here. I actually leave tomorrow to start doing some more traveling. So very much love it here. Highly recommend to anyone seeking out some good food and maybe some salsa dancing. It's a great scene here. So I've loved being here, and I'm planning actually to come back because I've loved it so much. So again, this is part of this life abroad. I really attribute to a lot of what we're talking about today. So very excited to share more. So kind of to look at where we're going to be focusing today, we'll just share a bit around our agenda.
Yeah. So I see a lot of people from Arizona, Utah, UK. Nice. New Hampshire, Atlanta, Tennessee, another UK. Nice. San Francisco. Well, nice. I'm in SoCal. I'm in Southern California, by the way. Okay, Bay Beach, California. Woohoo! All right. Oh, Kristin Nguyen. Kristin, I think you and I have a meeting. I'm not sure if you're the same Kristin, but anyway, looking forward to meet you. All right. So our Kristin, please continue today's agenda.
Yes, and I love to see the Bay Area. I'm also from there. We're from all over the map here. So for today, we'll be talking a bit around logistics to get started. Then we're going to introduce what is manifestation, kind of defining that, going into how to manifest, sharing these techniques with how to really do this, and then sharing some takeaways and action items. And finally, we're going to wrap up with a guided visualization, which I'm very excited for you all to kind of put this into practice with us today. And then we'll open it up for some reflection and Q&A.
Good.
So just a bit about logistics. I would love for everyone to take a second to set an intention. What are you really looking to get out of today's webinar? If you'd like to share this, please go ahead and do so in the chat. We'd love to hear some of your intentions. Just a reminder to be present, take notes, get everything you can out of this presentation. We're also always available for questions after, so don't worry if you aren't able to ask something or it doesn't fit into our time today. We are here to support. So really want you to get the most out of this presentation. So I love this intention here of motivation and clarity, clarity around a new job prospect in grad school, prayers
Nice.
answered. I love these.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. All right.
So let's get started with what is manifestation. So manifestation is a holistic approach to turn your ideal life into reality. Now, we all can define manifestation in different ways. I personally define manifestation as consciously creating your reality. Peggy, what do you define? How would you define it?
I love that, Kristin. So before I tell you about my definition or my interpretation, I just want everyone to know manifestation is a big subject. So today we're really just scratching the surface. And I know many people tie manifestation to the law of attraction, which is a belief that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into our lives. Also, people talk about collaborating with the universe, and the universe because only understands energy, not words. So you hear this phrase a lot, keeping your vibration high, right? We hear that a lot. So to collaborate with the universe and attract what you want, you have to keep your energy high. So these are the common interpretations of manifestation. I agree with everything. And for me, my own interpretation is having a clear ask, a very clear goal, and align your inner self with that goal, and then open yourself up to new possibilities. And manifestation could be as simple as turning a thought into reality. I am going to use myself as an example. I was really tired from my corporate job years ago. So the thought I had at that time was, okay, I need to find an outlet to distress. So I turned to yoga. And then I really enjoyed my time thinking yoga is great and I really want more of it. So what else can I do? So the thought turned into another question. Hey, how about yoga teacher training? Let's just do it for fun. So I did that. And I even start teaching. What happens after? I love it because I'm helping people through yoga and I want to do more of it. Now, this becomes a desire, right? The desire is turning into a feeling-based goal. I want to feel good about what I do every day. That's my goal. That's my intention. So I keep building based on that goal and figured out a way to leave my corporate job. So I have more time to teach yoga. The work didn't stop there. I found life coaching and realized that I could do more for other people. And I continue to feel good about what I do every day. I didn't know it before, but I was manifesting consistently for what I want in my life. Manifestation is powerful because we are the powerful creators in our own lives. And when we set our minds on something, we can make things happen. When there's a will, there's a way, right? Also, looking at this from a scientific perspective, our brains learn information through repetition and create new neural pathways that become the basis of our habits and reality. So this is the concept of neuroplasticity. So simply put, what you consistently think about will expand. So with that knowledge, become aware of the thoughts you have every day is very important. Of course, action is necessary to turn a thought or an idea into reality. It's not just about thinking, but your thoughts will dictate whether you take action and whether you do something or not do something. So this leads to the next thing. Oh, by the way, I want to know your thoughts. Okay, what's manifestation to you? Feel free to put in the chat box. I will love to read about it. And I'm going to move on to the next one. So how do you manifest? I'm pretty sure if you're here today, you're either really curious about manifestation or you already know a lot about manifestation. So you might already have your own method to manifest. So this is a really simple 3 steps, maybe more for someone new to manifestation, but I want to share it with you anyway. So in order to manifest, first, again, right, you want to establish a clear vision. you want to design a career and life that you want, the first thing is to have a vision, or at least think about what you want in the short term. So I want to ask you this question next. Do you feel you have a clear vision? So I want to see in the chat box, you can write yes or no. Do you have a clear vision? Oh, thank you. Manifestation, removing negativity. Okay, I'm just going to start reading. Oh, no clear vision. Okay, that's okay. Maybe no idea, not quite clear. No, okay, not the easiest. Yeah, I know. Setting that vision is the hardest part. And this is where coaching can come in, or talk to people you look up to and really start paying attention to the little things that brings you joy. Okay, there's so much to talk about there, but I want to read really quick about some of your definition of manifestation. Remove Nazreen, forgive me if I'm butchering your name. Removing negativity to clear way for good things, goals you want. Yes. And Arja, again, forgive me if I'm not saying your name right. I know you taught me last time, but forgive me. Manifestation equals to bringing something in the material world. Okay. And Lori says, transitioning my heart's desire into reality. Good. All right. Okay. So hopefully down the road, you can work out a way to find out what exactly is that vision. How do you want to feel every day? And the next thing to do is to develop an alignment within yourself. If you are my client, if any of you is here today, maybe you've heard me talking about this. This is about alignment, aligning your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions. We're going to define a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to give you an example very soon. And then last thing to do is be open and allow things to happen, right? Have faith in yourself, open yourself up, let go of that self-doubt and allow things to happen. And we're going to talk about misalignment as well very soon.
I have one thing to add too,
Sure.
is that along with being open and allowing, it's patience and trust. Manifestation timeline happens differently for us all. So it's really opening yourself to the timing of manifestation, because this can look different for each of us. So just keeping the faith, staying patient, and trusting in the process of manifesting in general, I'd say is key as well.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So alignment. Okay. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have this belief, right? Hey, I deserve more pay from my job. Okay, I think that's probably pretty common. And now the thought is, what are the ways to boost my income? And now here comes the feeling. If you also feel strongly about your potential and your values, right? You're not doubting yourself. You know that you deserve it because you put in such great work and you are working hard every day. Now you are more inclined to talk about it with your friends and family, right? Now you're saying it out loud. Hey, I work really hard. I've been doing a great job. I know I deserve more money. And I'm thinking about how do I make more money? And then the next thing you might do is propose a raise to your boss, or maybe find another job that will get you to where you want to be. And that's action. And during the process, you might even visualize having more money and what you will do with the increase. So now, this is a very simplified version of putting your beliefs, your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions together, right? That's manifestation in the works. So I know Kristin has a really good question you want to ask people about alignment. So do you want to tell everyone?
Yeah, I just want you all to kind of reflect and think of a time when you felt very aligned and you noticed that things in your life were just easily kind of falling into place. And think back to that time and what were you doing, what was happening that was creating that reality for you. Often when you're very aligned, you'll notice you're kind of just in the flow and you're manifesting things into your life that you are desiring. So think back to a time that you had that feeling.
Yeah, I would love to read your responses. What's that one time when you felt very aligned and everything just falling into place?
Feel free to share in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to continue to misalignment. Okay. Monica said, I don't know when I've been truly aligned. Charlie says same. Okay. Now, very important, we need to talk about misalignment. Misalignment happens possibly due to self-limiting beliefs. If a part of you doesn't truly believe that you deserve more, or you constantly have negative thoughts about yourself and feel unmotivated. Also, I want to make a note, there's always a reason why you're unmotivated. Okay, this is something we uncover in coaching all the time. So when you are unmotivated, when you have negative thoughts about yourself, meaning like you're doubting yourself, right? And then, so it's really hard to take well thought out action because the resistance is there. No matter how hard you think you're manifesting, it's not going to work because you have these limiting beliefs that you're dealing with. Or maybe there could be other reasons, fear, right? What if I let go of this? Then I might not get enough of what I need, or maybe scarcity mindset. So everything comes into play. So until you address the underlying issue and open your heart to accept yourself, your manifestation may not work for you. So I want to read some of the, Kristin, do you want to read some of the comments that we're seeing?
Yeah. I love this complete focus. That is what alignment means to me. All of it is focus, thoughts, actions, all working towards one goal. Yes. Thoughts, beliefs, actions, all aligned. I'm also, Sarah sharing, was working on a presentation for a job interview and wanted quotes to support from a wide range of allies in the work. I asked and I received. Incredible allies came forward and said yes. By the way, this idea came from working with an Amala Vida career coach. That's amazing. I love to hear that. And Michael sharing how he thinks environment really affects things. Yes, and that's why it's very important to stay aligned in our beliefs, thoughts, and feelings, despite what our external environment what can be happening. That can be challenging at times, but definitely keeping those beliefs, thoughts, and feelings aligned. And then I'll share from Shanti. She said, after college, I knew I wanted to move to New York. I told friends that this was a goal of mine. 2 friends let me know that they needed a third person to share an apartment. Through this, I was able to find a place and live in New York. Wow. So I think that this example is powerful too, which when you share what you're manifesting with others, how like being open also with not just with yourself, but with others about what you're bringing into your life can also help with that alignment.
I was going to ask another question, but Bethany actually answered it for me already before I asked. I was going to ask, has there been a time when you really want to make something happen, but you talk yourself out of it? So Bethany said, currently wanting to make a career move and second guessing myself, felt stuck, but working through it. Yes. I have clients tell me great ideas they have, and I know they have the ability to make it happen, but they keep talking themselves out of it. And I ask them, why are you doing this? Why you keep talking yourself out of doing things? And this comes back to fear of failure, fear what other people might say if they decided to change their career trajectory. So there's a lot of external reasons, right? But before you consider the external reasons, really look within yourself. Do you believe in yourself? Okay, so that's a powerful question. And I know it's hard for some of us to answer. And I just want to address one more. Monica says, I too feel stuck in my life. I want nothing more to change that, but I have fear. Yeah, I know. There are so many things that we can talk about here. And I definitely want to, so we can save some for the Q&A. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the manifestation techniques. So I'm curious if you are practicing any of these and whether you have suggestions. So the The common ones are visualization, which we will do a visualization meditation at the end, and scripting. Scripting just means you're writing out the visualization. Journaling, positive affirmations, practicing gratitude, meditation, and vision board. So is anyone doing some of these or maybe all of it? I would love to hear, or if you have other suggestions, how you manifest, please let us know.
Yeah, please share in the chat. And actually, a client this week had shared with me that while she does vision boards, and we've talked about virtual vision boarding, a friend of hers created a vision candle, which I thought was an amazing creative technique for vision boarding. So kind of creating your vision like with photos and words around a candle. So there's many creative ways also to create your own manifestation boards or candles, other forms too. I love these though.
Charlie, spells and spells jar. I want to know what that is.
Yeah, share more about that, please.
Yeah. Feel free to use the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself and just tell us really quick.
I love affirmations, journaling.
Journaling, good. Good. Thank you for sharing all of this. Art journaling. Love that, Stephanie.
Fear busters. I love
Stephanie,
that.
good to see you here, by the way. Let's see. Yeah. Hi. Okay, good. Meditation, definitely. Daily check-in. Yes, I love that. I'm starting to ask my clients to do that. Daily check-in. Kristin, I don't know about you, but I've been asking my clients to recognize themselves every day, right? Acknowledge what they've been doing well that day. Because we're so good at beating ourselves up, but we're not good at recognizing and giving ourselves credit.
Yes, I completely agree with that. And celebrating even the little things and the small pieces of progress.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. Speaking, I love this one too. Speaking out my intention. So not just maybe writing that, but speaking it out. That's very powerful. Oh, these are all awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So should I move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, takeaways and action item. I mean, how can we end a session without an action item, right?
Right.
So the takeaways, if you don't remember much about today's session, that's okay. But I just want you to know you are a powerful creator. Alignment is the key. Practice, make it stick, meaning that it's just not about talking about it, right? You want to bring this into your daily practice. Once again, I want to remind you, what you think about a lot, expand. So be careful, right? We want to think about things that are going to be helpful. I mean, of course, we're human beings. There's no way we can avoid having negative thoughts and be okay with that. But then the key here is you want to stay in a more positive mindset. Or I know sometimes people don't like the saying of, oh, stay positive. I mean, it's so easy for you to say, but it's not that easy to do. You're correct. And it's just when you have those negative thoughts, pay attention to it and know that they're not serving you and let them go. And also work on reframing these negative thoughts. So I just want to put that out there.
I want to add one thing is that I think though negative thoughts come to us all. We're human, and I think it's also just acceptance and acknowledging them and releasing them, and not in self-compassion, like understanding that we all have challenges. Negative thoughts will come up, but practicing keeping the energy high, keeping these visions that are inspiring you to grow and expand towards what's lighting you up inside. So maybe it's you feel a negative thought coming in and you watch an inspirational YouTube video or you listen to a podcast. Just helping yourself shift out of that mindset can really bring you back to more of those positive thought space, but just not putting too much pressure. Because I know, especially when we're early in manifesting, it's like you're like, I need to think positive. I need to think positive. Just really practice self-compassion as you're doing these practices and learning on how to kind of shift this mindset and to focus on your end goals.
Yes. And I want to address Kristin's comment. Sometimes my visions feel too big and too far out of reach for it to feel believable, and then self-doubt creeps in. Yes. So hone in, right? Break it down. If you know your vision is too big, break it down into small goals. Take step by step. So we can talk more about that, Kristin, when we meet. Okay. Refocusing is sometimes hard, but important.
I would say nothing is too big. Everything is possible. It's
Exactly.
all in its own timing.
So the action item for our session today is reflection, right? Especially those of you who are journaling. Awesome. So I want you to think about what's your vision for your career and life. I know a lot of you are saying like, I don't know what it is. I'm feeling stuck. I'm trying to figure that out. Start with just one thing. Even if the idea sounds crazy, I want you to start with one thing or just jot down everything that comes to mind. So start from there. Okay. And then what limiting beliefs are holding you back? And how do you let that go and align your inner self, right? This goes back to what I talked about earlier about reframing the negative thoughts. Kristin talked about it as well. So what are the limiting beliefs that you tell yourself all the time? And how do you let it go and align yourself, right? Remember the beliefs, the thoughts, feelings, your words, and your actions. Also, what's the one thing you can do today, okay, just today, that can get you closer to your vision, okay? So start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Even if you're just still thinking, that's okay. Write it down. Write down what you're thinking about. And Kristin, anything you want to add?
Well, yeah. And if you're looking for clarity, because I saw that earlier, a lot of us are, finding that clarity, and that's such a key part of manifestation. Start journaling out things that are coming up for you and see in time if this clarity starts to form. I mean, again, like don't worry about rushing the process. Just be patient with yourself as you find your clear vision. But that is a key part, is having that clarity on what you're looking to manifest to get started. So journaling out what's coming up for you can support with that.
Okay. All right. So Kristin, should I pass it on to you?
Yes. So just to set the scene here, we're going to be doing a guided visualization with all of you. And I want you to be aware that I may take some long pauses during this visualization to give you the space to reflect and really get present with it. So do not be alarmed that your internet is cutting out or that you've lost me. I'm going to be giving you space to really reflect as I go through this. And so I'll be guiding you through this, and then we'll take some time after to reflect. So to get started, I would love for everyone to take a second to close your eyes. So let's all close our eyes and take some time to relax. So let's get started with taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Take a deep breath in and release out. Another deep breath in and out. And one more big deep breath in and out. So keep your eyes closed. And I want you to imagine yourself on your ideal workday in the year 2022. If you could picture your perfect workday in your dream role, this is it. It's a weekday morning and you're getting up to start the day. Where are you? Notice your surroundings in vivid detail. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Again, notice this in vivid detail. Now, picture yourself going about your morning. How does your morning routine look? How are you starting your day? Are you working out? Are you having a coffee? Picture your ideal morning routine. How are you feeling? Now, let's move into your workday. When do you start your day? Do you commute? Are you working from home? Are you working from an office? What do your surroundings look like? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? Note your work environment in vivid detail. Are you working independently? Are you collaborating with others? What types of conversations are you having? Are you spending time in meetings? Are you working more independently? Now, what about the work you are doing? What passions and skills are you using? What are you working on? Are you creating? Are you leading? Are you supporting? How do you feel diving into this work? Notice how you are feeling. So continue to picture yourself as if you are watching yourself on a TV screen. What is your presence like? What is your demeanor? What have you achieved? What are you proud of? What are you working towards? And what is motivating you? Finally, what are you excited about in this moment in 2022? Now take a very, very deep breath in and release it out. And give yourself a minute. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And if you feel open to it, please share in the chat one step that you can take to start working towards this vision. Everyone, take your time to come back, and we'll also share some reflections. So please go ahead, and if you're open to sharing in the chat a step to take that you can take towards your vision. And if you feel comfortable, feel free to unmute yourself and share kind of how that activity went for you. I think we all might still be in our meditative zone.
Yeah, take your time. And I want to acknowledge what Tiffany said earlier. I'm learning to become aware of my ego. And when she creeps in, take me down. Yeah, be aware of ego is very important.
I love these already coming in here. Action steps, hire the contractor, get my certificate, writing out my vision. Amazing.
Yes.
I love this. I received clarity in my next business move. So
good
exciting.
For you. Yeah.
Feeling empowered. Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I love all these.
Yeah, thank you, Monica, Sarah, Chantel, Teresa, for letting us know. And also Manisha. Tiffany says, organization and get clear about my vision. Good.
And Shanti says, research the process of relocating. Love it.
Got to talk to our Kristin here about
making moves. Making moves.
And Judy says, my vision is so different. Oh, let's see. Judy says, my vision is so different than my current and previous work experiences, but also has characteristics from work experiences. There's something there, Judy. Yeah, think a little deeper.
Lori says, garbage in, garbage out. Garbage out. Need to get better at doing this.
Yeah, and Stephanie says, feeling affirmed in what I've started to create and gratitude for a lot of how I am already living. Yes.
I love the gratitude.
Job. Yes.
Actually, that's something to add too, is just gratitude throughout the process supports your manifestation as well. Being appreciating what we have and what we're bringing into our lives generates more of that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So morning gratitude list, highly encourage, just really noting that gratitude, sharing it with others. Oh, Caroline says, decorate the space to turn it into the workspace that I want it to be. Amazing.
So Anne says, this was not easy for me. Need to figure out what my ideal job is, where my passion lies. Don't know what to visualize or find it easy to visualize. That's okay. Now, and start with your awareness. And going back to what I said earlier, start noticing the little things that bring you joy. Because when I noticed that you work for a bank, I was in banking, by the way. I came from, I was a commercial real estate lender, but it was really hard for me to visualize at the time. So I started with, what do I enjoy doing? Which was yoga, one of the things that I enjoy doing. Start from something small and make it a fun process.
Connecting with the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Does anyone want to share how, like, unmute and share about something that came up in that visualization? Please go ahead and speak up if you do, no pressure.
Actually see things. So Kristin, you want to address Monica's question?
Yes, and I think
someone was about to share.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Manisha, and the thing that I enjoyed most about, sorry I'm off camera, but the thing that I most enjoyed about the visualization is the more I got into it, I could feel my soul just kind of relax and just move into it. It was just a beautiful experience. So
Wow.
thank you.
Yes, I love that. And this is something you can practice daily too. It's so powerful. And there's tons of guided visualizations as resources on Google and YouTube for different purposes too. So I highly encourage those who really enjoyed to continue the practice using those resources as well, because it really can change our headspace and really empower us to really go after these things. And Peggy, I see you addressing Monica's point here.
Yeah, feel free to chime in. Yeah.
No, but I agree completely that it can take time, and that is being patient with yourself. And of course, like Peggy gave a great example of connecting with passions, and maybe doing some research, looking into those who inspire you and what they're doing. These are all ways that you can kind of uncover what this is for you, but we all get it in our own timing. So don't feel down on yourself if it's not coming yet. It comes in time. And what we've shared today are some ways to kind of support you in uncovering that and getting that clarity just to get started.
That's correct. Yeah, so feel free to continue to ask questions. I have the last slide on the screen here. Get in touch with us. We have our email addresses. And if you become an Ama La Vida member, you can meet with your coach 2 or 4 times per month. And also, we always do free consultation. So if you have any questions, book a free consultation with us and we can talk about it and let us know how we can support you.
And I see a question here on how often would you recommend? I would say the more consistent you can be with it, the more powerful the tool is. I would say as much as, like, if you can make it a daily practice, that's amazing. We all have different time frames, but it is so powerful. I honestly attribute moving abroad to visualization as a big manifestation tool I use. I wrote a recent post about, I visualized the apartment I wanted in Buenos Aires, and my apartment, it literally still gives me chills to talk about it. It was my vision. It was like a calm city streets. Had a beautiful balcony. It was everything I was looking for in a space. And before moving abroad is when I started visualizing and using visualization as a tool. So I did it very consistently with meditation. So I think, of course, it's the more you can practice these tools, the more powerful your manifestation can be. Another thing I want to mention is in terms of what you're mentioning, Peggy, about we're here to support. So with finding clarity, that's part of what we do as coaches, is we help you find this clarity. We give you the space for that. So when your vision is not clear yet, we're here to ask the questions and to give you the guidance and support to help you find this clear vision so you can really go after what you want and what you deserve, and what really fulfills and lights you up inside. So we've kind of shared a bit of our stories today on how we've done that. And at Alma La Vida, us and our whole team of coaches here do that for our clients to really create lives that you love and thrive in. Peggy shared with her discovery connecting with yoga too, and how that became now part of your work and your passion. So we're here to help. We're here to support.
And I wonder if Charlie is still here. I'm still thinking about the spells and spells jar. So I am really curious about what that is. So Charlie, if you're still here, I think it was you who mentioned the manifestation technique of using spells and spell jars. So I want to hear about it if you're still here.
I'm with you on this.
Yeah, thank you, Rebecca, Michael, Manisha. Yeah, Michael, enjoy the rest of your week and weekend as well. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, and for participating and
Julie.
sharing.
Yeah. We're still here to answer questions, so feel free to talk to us.
Awesome. And as we all know, there's a lot that comes up. There's a lot that goes on in these sessions. So if anything comes up for you after, we'll make sure to share. You have your contact information, but I'll also make sure to share that in the recap, so everyone has that.
We have one.
I love that, Anne. I hear that question a lot. Age.
Never too late.
It's never too late. Yes, Jill, I was
Never too late.
right there with you.
Never
Age
too
is
late.
Never
So
too
Anne,
late.
I don't know how old you are. I'm just gonna throw myself out there since I'm here. I did not change my career until I was in my early 40s, just to let you know. And I have clients who are older and they're thinking about changing their career. And that's what we're working on. So I want you to know, if you feel age is an issue, imagine 20 years later when you look back. You're gonna think, oh my God, I was young at the time. Why didn't I do this? So I want you to really think about it. Okay, so don't let age become something that holds you back. We can definitely talk more if you have any more questions.
Sound great.
Good.
Wonderful.
Tracy, I'm glad you took notes. All right, sorry, Jill. I know I keep interrupting you.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just gonna say, if there are any more questions, if you ladies want to stay on,
Sure.
you can write out these last few minutes.
Yeah. So just a few more minutes. Yeah. So up to you, Kristin.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has any other questions, we're here. I love Teresa mentioned she changed career when she was 36. Back to there's always time.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it okay, or do I have to do it in the chat?
Oh, you can ask. No, go ahead.
Okay. I've been working with something that I want to, that I like, that I want to be manifested. And I am in that point that I'm saying, this is it, that's enough, no, no more waiting. So how can I make it, happen? Because I can see that it's enough.
Can you tell us a little more? What do you mean? It's a no. Are you saying that?
That it's enough waiting. That's what.
Enough waiting. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, go ahead, Kristin.
I'm interested what Peggy, your thoughts are. I would say patience is like, I know sometimes it feels like we're waiting and waiting, but manifestation happens in its own timing. Things come. Oftentimes when it happens, you'll understand at that time, you'll see the purpose and the timing it took, but it can be challenging in the waiting period. So that's why I earlier mentioned the idea of patience and trust. It's kind of like flexing it as a muscle, learning to practice patience and trusting. And when it comes to life, you will know that it happened in that timing for a reason, and be so grateful that it did happen. And it will happen, and it's in the right timing. That's my personal philosophy, but Peggy,
yeah,
please share.
So
I think it's
moving
not
to,
tension me. I think it's more than it's already time. So it's to me, it's like I'm saying, Lord, please, it's enough because, there are like more things that are showing me that it's just time.
Mm.
so are you saying, I want to make sure I understand, are you saying that something is supposed to happen and you've been manifesting, but it's just not happening, and this is dependent on someone else? Is someone supposed to give you something or do
Yes,
something for you?
yes, but
Okay.
you have to, I depend is on God, not on the other person. So I depend on the or yes, on my higher power, or I don't know how you call it.
Okay.
No, I use God meditation. So I've been lamenting, that's what I've been doing. I've been, this is enough.
So can you write out, remember what I talked about, beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions. I'm curious, if you were to write everything out, right? You believe this is supposed to happen, right? Or you're supposed to get something or be somewhere. And then what are the thoughts that come up every time when you think about that belief? And what are the feelings accompanying it, these thoughts? Also, what do you tell people? What do you say? And what action have you been taken? So write these things out and really check if there's any misalignment, right? Something is probably missing if we were to figure out why this manifestation is not working out for you. I wonder if something needs to be done.
What do you mean the actions?
Well, if you want some, I don't know what exactly that you are manifesting for, right? But I'm assuming, are you trying to get something? Like, give me some idea what you're looking for.
It is something that I've been praying from. It's being it started as something that it was frustrating me, and then I discovered that it was something that I really, really wanted. And that I couldn't depend on the person, that it has to be through my thoughts, through through that love. So then I say, oh, I really, really love that. Oh, I feel that this is so great. So that was what happened.
So without knowing the actual, things that's going on here, I can only guess that in order for you to get that something you really love, does that require action? Does it require you do something on your end?
No. My end is to know that it's going to happen.
Your end is okay. So that's your belief. I know a lot of times people think manifestation means if I think about it, something is going to happen. Is that the belief?
If I lament, yes.
Okay. It's not entirely wrong, or there's no right or wrong, actually. But my personal belief, Kristin, you can chime in too, is when you align everything, right? This is what you truly believe in. This is what you manifest. You might need some action too, right? I know I joke around this. Someone was praying to God, please let me win the lotto, or praying to the higher power. And he keeps praying and then he's not getting it. So he's really angry. And asking like the higher power, why aren't you giving me what I want? The higher power said, you need to at least go buy a lotto ticket so I can help you win. So, I mean, this is just a joke, but there's some truth in it. It's not just about thinking, right? Sometimes we need to take some action. So we need to think about what needs to be done. So this is a very deep subject, and feel free to email us if you have further questions. But let me know if this is making sense.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I have a new cat, and I couldn't hear you. I had to go over there and stop the cat.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Well, email us if you have any further questions.
If you could please, I know you were mentioning to me that maybe I'm going to email you. So if you could please write it in the chat, So then I don't want that you repeat that to me again, okay? I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. So feel free to
All
email.
right. Well, thank you for that, Melanie. Hopefully we can sort all of that out in email. I know it's hard to get a robust answer in such a short time. But thank you for that. And thank you, coaches. Thank you, Peggy and Kristin, so much for everything today. I know that this was much needed. I know new information and refreshers from people who have been doing this for a while. But we'll be sending the recap out tomorrow with the recording. We will not be sharing the presentation, but if you have any other additional questions that come up, we will have Kristin and Peggy's email, and then of course ways to stay connected with Lavita for future webinars and future events. So thank you all so much for joining, and we hope to see you at our next event sometime soon.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.